All right, we just got done metal detecting a beach, and I've got another product to show you here from OLIGHT, little box. It's called the OClip Ultra. It's a little flashlight. Let's open the box and take a look at this thing. It is tiny. You know, I saw a picture of this thing before they sent it to me. I thought it was going to be quite a bit bigger. It is really compact. It's got some instructions and probably a charge cable down in the box here. Let's pull this thing out. All right, here you go. Before it gets too dark, let's take a good look at this thing. It is really well made. It's got a metal case and a clip like that, so you can clip it onto different places. I'd probably clamp this thing on my camera chest mount here. That'd be real handy. It's got 3 lamps. It looks like a spotlight, a flood lamp, and then it has a UV light. There's a 3-position switch here, so you can pick which lamp you want to go with. We'll have to wait for it to get a little darker before we can test it out. That's just like moonlight mode there, and you can see the UV light and the spotlight. So let's wait for it to get a little darker. I'm going to move to a different spot where it's nice and dark and quiet, and then you can see how this thing looks. Compare the different brightnesses. I think it's got 4 different brightnesses. That's turbo mode right there, but let's wait till it gets real dark, and then you'll see just how well this little thing works. All right, it's a little later and a little darker. We found a nice dark quiet park here so I can demo the OLIGHT OClip Ultra. So let's power this thing up and show you what it does. Remember, it's got 3 lights, UV, floodlight, and spotlight, and it's rechargeable. There's the door. Get in the USB-C port for charging. It's got a selector here for the different lamps and a little green status light, so we can see it's green now. We've charged the battery. First mode is UV. Makes my hand glow blue, purple. You can see the detector armband glows and the screen glows. Pretty cool. All kinds of fun things you can do with UV light, right? All right, let's go over here where it's a little darker, actually really dark. First mode we've got is, try not to trip, is just moonlight. That is spotlight moonlight and floodlight moonlight. Great for just up close. You know, you don't want to draw too much attention to yourself. You don't want to blind anybody, but you just want to, you know, hold something in your hand or check your feet, make sure everything's okay around here. Okay, and then you want a little brighter, you go to low, which is, this is a decent amount for walking around, not tripping. A little tough to see with the camera, but the next step is you go up to medium. There you go. Now it's helping out with the camera. Now you can see what we're doing. Walk around the bark here. This is medium floodlight and medium spotlight. Spotlight, you can, you know, get right in on exactly what you want to see. Back to flood, and then we have high flood, like that. That just lights the whole area up. High flood and high spotlight. And then if that's not enough, you go double click turbo mode, which is the brightest mode. Spot, flood, wow, really bright. A little limited on battery life on turbo. You don't want to leave it on here too long. It'll actually reach a certain point where it'll drop back down into high, so that it doesn't eat up the battery completely. So we've got, where are we at now? I think we're on high, moonlight, low, you can't see low, right? Medium, and high. So really nice little light, really bright. For the size of this thing, it is tiny. It's got a little clip like that, so if I want, I can clip it on the side of my hoodie like that and just leave it hang there. It's got a hole. You can wear it on a lanyard if you want, put it on your hat, clip it on your headband if you wear a headband. I wear a GoPro chest mount, so I'd probably clip it on here. You'd probably clip it on the front of the detector. It's probably a lot brighter than the light that's built into you know, I've got a Manticore. It's not really that bright. I don't really use the built-in light much, so I'll probably use something like this in combination with my headlamp I use also. All right, so if you're interested in the OLIGHT OClip Ultra, I will leave some links down below in the video description. You can read all about it, see what it does, all the different modes and specs if that interests you. It'll also have some information there and a link where you can click and buy one if you want to get one. Thanks again, OLIGHT, and we will see you again in the next video.